Listen to that for too long, you're going to need to go pee. So he decided that we're going to pull this engine. So right now I just got coolant O draining, and I'm going to just basically pop this sucker out, put it on a stand, and we're going to see what we got. I'll pop the head off today in this video, and we'll see what we got, and then kind of judge it from there. I did notice that, I didn't just happen to notice in the last video, but they got these washers here, so I'm going to get some new triangles for those. Now there's 100 ways to do this. I'm so used to doing everything by myself. It's like one-man auto. This is how I do it. So this motor mount on this side, I take the bolt out from underneath the K-member, but I leave the rest of it on. This one here, I take the bolt loose from underneath. I leave the bolt on from underneath. I take this bolt off here. What I'm going to do is get it ready for that one and then that one. And then I leave just that one bolt in right there. Everything else is taken off. So that way, when I hook this chain up and lift it up, all I got to do is go zip, 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 and then that thing comes off, and then I can move it over this way. And I set up the chain so that way it's taut, and then it's got a small little hoop like this. The reason why I do that is I don't like taking the hood off, because this way you can just pull this Slant 6 out. You just pull it forward, turn it to the side, and it comes right out. And once again, I'm used to playing one-man auto, so yep, I've never really had help doing any of this stuff. So, and if you do it this way, we take this bolt off, comes out like that. Super simple. Chains on the hoist, and this is all here. Should come out with plenty of room. All right. I'm not going to play one-man auto with one hand. So, yeah, you'll see what comes out. All right, if you play one-man auto like I do, take note here. So, you can see that I've done this a few hundred times. This comes past this. That is high enough to come up, so that way you can slide this to about here. Then you can come up, and you're going to come just past this. That is the same distance there as to there. Then you can lift it up and then come out without hitting anything. So yeah, you got plenty of room. It can be done without taking the hood off, and it comes out really easy, just like this. Just take your time and just come up just a little bit more, so that way it's right about there. Now I'm going to try to do this all with one hand. I can see a catastrophe happening. So see how close I am right there? See how close I am right there? If you just get it right to that edge right there, you will clear the edge of that. So I just don't want to do it one-handed because I don't want to hit that thing. I usually put a little paper towels right there and then kind of go from there and then pop it out. Moving on. So when you're taking it apart, obviously you just want to check out some stuff and do an autopsy on it. Everything looks good. They never did any extra water cooling here, get rid of all this flash, but if we keep this block, we'll go ahead and do that. And here's one thing I did notice is a crack that goes all the way through. So no bueno. This is no bueno. And they, like I said, they lost a few of those things. Tops of the valves look good. They look really good, in fact. And there's really no scuffing on it. And then I looked over here at the actual valves themselves, the tips of the rocker arms, and they look really good also. There's no grooves in anything. It feels flat on all of them. So these are good rockers. I'm just going to clean them up, make sure the ports are good, because we're gonna open up the flow on the sucker. And yep, we're gonna pull this thing off, and I'll decode this and see what year this is, and just kind of go from there. And all the actual jewel tubes look good. They're not oblonged, which is awesome. That's amazing, because normally when you put these things in with the spark plug washers on there, it tears them up. So bonus there. And then I looked to see if there was a crack here or anything, because there was just pouring out oil right there, but it's got a little bit of a casting lump right there. So I'm going to take that down, so that way you can right there, and that just won't allow the gasket to seal. I guess it holds it up. But yeah, little things that we're looking for. So I'm going to pop this head off here in just a second, and we'll see what we got. Moving on. So I'm going to CC this chamber here. I want to see how far down this thing is in the hole. So I'm going to rock this back. So the zero is about 85 thousandths, right? So then we're going to come over here, and we're going to get right here, and that's just basically touching that, and that's touching right there. So right there starts the 0. So we start counting from that 0. It's 100. It's 205 thousandths. So 205 thousandths in the hole. That's an extreme amount. An extreme amount. We're going to CC this head right here. I basically took these valves out. They look really good. We'll go through the head at a different time. I scraped this with the razor blade so that way I can get a good seal on here. I'm going to put some fluid in here. We're gonna CC this sucker. Alrighty, moving on. We're gonna CC this head here real quick and see if I can do this one-handed here. There it goes. Let's see what we get. It's getting close. So what do we got? Okay, so we calculated the compression ratio. So the bore is 3.460. Piston stroke is 4120. Head gasket is 39 thousandths. The gasket bore is 3.514. Deck clearance is 200 thousandths. Combustion chamber is 58.6 cc's. Piston volume is 0 because there are no valve reliefs cut into it, and it's 0 right there. So that gives us an awesome compression ratio of 7.64. No wonder this thing was anemic. No wonder it had that the timing on it. Yeah, so we need to get that way up there. So if we can knock this down, if we can get this down to, let's just say if I get this to 100, that will get us, if I take 100 thousandths off of that, that'll get us to 8.9. If I can get it down to, that's a little much. I'll just take 100 thousandths off of it. That'll get us up to 9-to-1. That would actually be livable. 9-to-1, put a little cam in it, and we'll call it good. But yeah, that's the reason right there, is because of that right there. 7.64. There it is. Perfect. Here's the cylinder head number 2206035. And head casting number is 2206035 for 64 through 66. Cylinder head. There it is. I would like to find something probably in this range right here so I can get some hardened seats. But other than that, it looks okay. I don't know if it's got hardened seats in it. Don't know if it was done or not. Not really sure. But I'm going to pop them out and we'll take a look at them. That'll be on a different time. So I think I found the issue of why this thing was just anemic. It was, like I said before, it's going to be compression ratio. I'm going to give them a call and we're going to go from there. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this dissecting. But as far as the engine block goes, it looks pretty good. I don't feel any ridge. There's nothing there. I can't grab anything with my finger. And why it was running hot, I couldn't tell you. I might even just dingle ball this thing and put rings on it and send this thing on its way. I don't know. I'm going to give them a call and we'll kind of go from there. So other than that, that's what we got. I'll send this one out and we'll go from there. All right. guys take it easy. See you next week.